Hello, sir. So, if you can tell us how is your feeling on coming back on the ground, playing with these legends once again?
Yeah, look, I absolutely love playing in these leagues, and it's great to be back. Playing here. Obviously, just really appreciate being here and get the opportunity to play in this league, and really excited, looking forward to it.
So, if you can share us one of your favorite moments that you have played with them in the international levels, how it's been.
Yeah, look, I think one of my favourite moments, obviously, when I made my debut here in Nagpur and got my first Test wicket. That was obviously, Sachin Party. That was a great feeling, great moment. I remember in Mumbai when I dropped Dhoni, and then 2 balls later, I caught the catch. That was obviously quite a funny moment in terms of how I, misjudged the whole catch, and then 2 balls later I had to catch it as well. And then when we won, here, I think first time in 27 years, that was a great moment as well. That was a really good, strong Indian side. So I absolutely love coming here. The hospitality is amazing. People are lovely, and I love playing in India.
Great, thank you. So if you can tell us, how are you planning and managing your fitness now that you all are legends, and the game you always give 100%. So how are you doing it?
Yeah, look, I feel that you got to, keep going into the gym, do some like HIIT training, do some weight training, keep your mobility going as well. And I feel that if you sort of get into a good routine, then, your body kind of stays fit. So a lot of us, try and do that, get an early morning session in, or maybe after training, get some sessions in. So I feel it's really important to maintain your fitness.
Very good. So there is Champions Trophy that's ongoing. So if you want to say anything to the England team that is playing right now, to the upcoming talent that is there.
Yeah, look, I think England, did really well against Australia. It's just Australia were far too good, where the wicket obviously, got flatter. So, it was difficult to, stop the Australians. But England, they're doing really well. And like I tell you, if Adil Rashid takes 2 or more wickets, England have 70% chance of winning the game. So watch out for Adil Rashid.
2017 champions. Thank you so much.
One last one. Who are in the International Masters League as per you? 6 teams participating. Who are the players to watch out for?
Oh, well, the players obviously to watch out for, there's like Yuvraj Singh, he's a big 6-hitter. Obviously Sachin Party, when he gets going, you don't want to get him out. You just want him to keep batting. He's such a, beautiful batsman. In our team, we have Ian Bell. He looks in good form. Chris Tremblay, he's bowling really well, getting a good, good bounce. And then other teams, I'm sure there's Chris Gale. everyone loves Chris Gale. He brings in a lot of entertainment. Shane Watson, Sean Marsh is there as well from the Australian side. And then we, have Hashim Amla as well. He's another great player. And then the Sri Lankans, obviously, you can't miss out Sangakkara. He'll calculate, how to chase something down or set up a score. So, this is obviously, everyone calls it, the Masters League. It's all the great legends together. So what a great opportunity to play here, play in India. So excited to be here.
Thank you, sir. So hello, sir. So if you can tell us, how are you feeling being back in India?
Yeah, very, very good. It's nice and warm here. I'm saying it's 3 degrees back home. It's 30-something degrees here, so it's lovely to be back.
So what is the feeling getting back on the field with your old friends, old competitors? How it is to play with the legends over here now?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys were guys I watched growing up. Your Brian Laras, your Sachins, and your Jonty Rhodes and all that sort of stuff. So the fact that I get to play against them, and they were my childhood heroes, is a great feeling. So it's some amazing names in this tournament, and it's nice that we can keep doing this style of cricket.
So if you can tell us, who are your favorite masters to watch out for in the coming league that is there?
So I mean, originally I grew up in South Africa, so Jonty Rhodes was a big hero of mine. Jack Callis, obviously, in the same team. Always loved watching Sachin with the bat, and I used to play Brian Lara cricket on the PlayStation when I was younger. So the fact that he's out playing in this tournament is it's bewildering, really. So it's great to see these guys still hungry to play the game.
So like you're saying that they're still hungry to play the game. You can tell us about the fitness that it takes now that you all are growing. I can't say old, but you all are growing. So what is the fitness that you guys do to still be at top of the game?
I'll be honest. I think there's a bit more greasing of the bones and the joints that there probably used to be. A lot of the guys now, myself included, work in an office life. So being able to hold the fitness is what we did when we were playing is a bit more difficult. But I think a lot of these guys are just natural athletes anyway. So I think they've always maintained that a general sort of level of fitness throughout their life. So a bit harder to sort of get through the games, but I think most of the guys are still in good shape.
Great. So if you can tell us if you have any time to follow the Champions Trophy that is ongoing.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on the England squad being the 2017 champions?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to get the trophy back home?
I think that the England side now are going through a little bit of a transition. They've got some young guys that are coming through who are super, super talented. Harry Brook, obviously being one of those guys who's showed a lot of promise and done a lot of great things in the game already. But they're still quite young, so they're still learning about playing in, different conditions away from home. I think they've got the capability there. It's just whether they've got the experience in the side that they used to have to be able to win a trophy. That game they played against Australia just the other day, and I thought they did pretty well. And they held themselves all the way throughout the game, got some decent runs on the board, but it took a pretty special knock from Inglis to see the Australian side home at the end. So I think it's a promising start for us. I think. Considering how it had a bit of a rough ride against India, we were a bit worried about, whether we could get the runs on the board. But, I think, England will take away from that game that they did pretty well.
Thank you so much.
No worries.